Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. And this is like a little, I would say, update to what you see in the background, which is Genshin Impact. And with that being said, I'm not gonna say Genshin Impact is dead because it's not, but it's sorely lacking in what everybody's complaining about and its content. And in terms of content, what you see in the background is a perfect thing for said content. Okay, it's perfect in the terms of that you could change it up anytime you want to. Take for instance these big AAA companies, Activision or Epic, with Fortnite and Call of Duty. And I don't play Fortnite like that. I'm more of a Call of Duty player. So let's just say Call of Duty, for example. But for the Fortnite players out there, I'm pretty sure you get this as well. And that's when they do the frequent updates to like the playlists and stuff. When they change a certain game mode or they add certain game modes, let's say for a week or two and whatnot, and it's been becoming a staple. It's done every 2 weeks or something like that on the Call of Duty side, and then you have those big mid-season updates and all the huge content drops. But the reason I actually play Call of Duty a lot more is just because of that. I like the little content updates and stuff like that. They're not perfect by any means. You know, you have to go through so much when it comes to just content, all the guns, glitches, bugs, all that stuff. And I play the multiplayer version a little more than I do Warzone because I'm not happy with the whole Warzone concept right now with the whole glitches and stuff like that. But I am willing to take a look into the new one that's coming out, which I heard it was like a leak today or whatnot. Anyway, besides that's not the point. The point is what they do on a weekly basis, or 2 weeks, bi-weekly, whatever the case, and that's just changing the playlist. Why can't you do that for this specific thing, which I just fell through the hole? Yay. But exactly, this peculiar wonderland. You mash up with like three other people, excuse me, and you have a group of four, and you do little party games like this. Why not make this a permanent thing? And if you have the resources, which come on, let's be for real, Mihoyo has the fucking resources. Why not just change it and have a little selected group that just does the playlist updates? And have a community manager that does the tweets and stuff like that and asks the player base what they want. And maybe we can implement something. It's not going to be perfect, I know it's not, but it's a step in the right direction in terms of content. You can update these playlists every 2 weeks. And I'm pretty sure today, as of the making of this video, that they have a new content thing. And I could be wrong. I haven't looked at it myself, but I was just going by what they read. I think it's the Abyss Herald, or that's staying with. They have, I think, a boss fight or something. I'm not too sure, but what, whatever. Like, why not just keep doing little things like that? We're not asking for a 5-star character every 2 weeks or something like that. Excuse me. Apologize. We're not asking for a 5-star character. No. Hell, I want Rosaria. Is she a 5-star character? No. But she's bundled in with a rerun character that is 5-star child, and I don't have one. That's the only reason I'm willing to pull on that back. Other than that, I don't care. Give me something to do with those characters. Not just pull them, upgrade them real fast like everybody does, and then that's it. Everybody is just farming at this point. Like, come on. And don't get me wrong, this whole event I have not done completely. I'm not doing the stupid, what is it, the harp thing or the music. I'm not doing that. That's just stupid. For the simple fact that you gotta do the same song 3 times in 3 different difficulties. Why not just put a, let's say, normal difficulty and just use what you were doing with the other ones with the bow and arrow and stuff like that. Like, that rating system is silly, so I'm not gonna bother. And I don't really get much out of it because I got mostly everything, so I don't need it. I like doing this peculiar wonderland, and exactly, keep the store as well. Just put different items. Put different items that everyone might need, like, hey, character upgrades, like the little artifacts, or not artifacts, but like the slime stuff, the gems. Do that. Like, I don't see like why cannot they can't do that. I don't understand. And it makes sense. Oh, look, I made that jump. And it's just something to do every week. Refresh it every week. Give us something to do between the weeks. Have these party games. That's what this essentially is. Party games. You know what I mean? And then you have one big boss battle, like as you can see here at the end, and change up the bosses. Put different bosses. Put the weekly bosses. Like, I don't understand. You could change the party games. Put some of the games that you already had before with what was it? Flippin' skit mother. And I had it in memory too. I really did. But I was still like learning how to put all this together. But you could change up the party games. Put the speed one from the commissions. Like you have to reach a certain point A to point B. Put that. Put that with obstacles. Or exactly. Put the wind gliding stuff. You could change it all up. And like I just don't understand why Mihoyo doesn't take that approach. It's very simple. It's already in the game. It's literally already implemented in the game. So why isn't it of more use, so to speak? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen to this thing after it leaves, or if it does leave. I just hope, like, in terms of content, like what we're getting Child and Rosario next week after the Venti banner goes away, and that's fine. You can even do that. It's at that point that I don't even mind the rerun banners. That is completely fine. And you want to throw some new banners in there, that is fine. I'm used to it because I played Honkai Impact 3rd. They do the same exact thing, but they implement more content. Well, here and there. Like, I've been playing it more, so it seems like it's more content. Like, this game just came out September, and it looks like once you do everything, that's it. You know? So, in order to help it, I'm just suggesting keep things like the Winter Wonderland. Keep things like the little archery. Like, you can even change up, like, the targets. It doesn't have to be balloons. It could be, like, pigeons or something. Like, just fake flying pigeons and you get points. You know what I mean? Or when you're doing the gliding thing. Like, who gets to point A to point B the fastest and make it a race between everybody. And you could win prizes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, even if you lose, even if you come dead last, you get some type of, like, some more or something. You know what I mean? Why can't they do things like that? Like, it's literally staring them in front of their faces. Like, they put it in the game. Why not just use that to your advantage? I don't understand. It retains the player base, right? I don't know anything about numbers or whatnot, so I'm not gonna say the player base is dying or whatever the case. But to me, my casual whaleness and whatnot, it's not retaining me as much as, like, I'm just doing this video to do the video to see what happens. Like my other video, which, you know, as you know, this is a small channel, so that's my most viewed video on this channel. And I'm actually happy about it. Like, holy shit, thank you. You know what I mean? I even got another sub off of that channel. Off of that video, you know? And that was, is it really dying? That was my first part. This is basically the second part, an update. Because the reason I'm not going to say it's going to die, because it's, like I said before, it just came out in September. Sure, it's sorely lacking in content, but that doesn't mean they don't have it. I know they're going to have so much shit in retrospect and whatnot. And the difference between that and Honkai, their other game, their other flagship game, is that Honkai is more like sandbox. It has an actual story with story stages and whatnot, and it's not open world. They have some open world like events and stages ish, but it's nothing compared to this game, you know. So in terms of that, that's how the content doesn't dry out in, you know, their game or their other game, Honkai. All we're doing is grinding artifacts, man. Give me something to do besides artifact runs. Like, if you had more bosses too, like these once a week bosses, they're fine and all, but they're easy to beat and you don't get shit. Like, I need a butt plug, okay? I need to upgrade Ganyu. I want to upgrade Ganyu, and I don't think I have the proper things for her. And that's just one character. Shit, like a couple of weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago, I was happy as hell when I got a prototype. Nothing since then. So that's what I'm saying. Those are other things that's wrong with the game, not just the lack of content, just other things that doesn't really retain the player base. It's like, I'm not gonna keep grinding for this if I get this and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, woo, I get one thing too and that's it. And then I gotta wait for it all next week. Like, come on. Like, you could use these mini games. Like I said, use the Peculiar Wonderland, change the store, put prototypes in the store. Alright, you want that prototype? That's fine. It's gonna be like what? The bow and its refinement is 700 and 500. Okay, you want a prototype? 1500. And these games go by quickly. You can easily get a bow or excuse me, a prototype of any weapon relatively within the hour. You know what I mean? But it keeps it. You could change the store, like I said, and just do so many things with it to keep that player base, keep the lack of content not being a lack of content. Instead of lack of content, it's just content now. You know, think of it as a big version of Mario Party or something. Why can't you do things like that? It's open world. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it's dying, but it's just the timing between content is not really good. Let's put it like that. The timing between content. It's not fun because you gotta wait, you know? And I don't mind the story, and the stories don't add jack shit to, like, the stories are empty. Like, holy hell, I was guessing the whole Venti event and whatnot already. I was like, oh, okay, I already knew it. That's why I ended up streaming the rest of it, because it was going to be a predictable video, and it was going to be boring. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm a small channel, it's not like everybody watches me or anything. But still, to me as a player, you know? And, you know, to those like-minded people that play the game as well, that are thinking the same thing and whatnot, or feel the same way. It's just like, okay, this doesn't do much. Like, to be honest with you, I'm really more interested in her finding her brother. Oh, well, since I have Lumi instead of Ether. Like, I'm more enveloped in that one instead of just doing these festivals. Okay? I'm more enveloped, looking forward and interested towards, let's say, more on the child story, which, that's what I'm pretty sure with Inazuma coming out in the next few patches, that's going to be a point. I just don't want it to be boring. Okay? Boredom sucks. Like, you have the content, just don't make it boring. You know what I mean? And I do hope that he is somewhat connected to that whole Abyss Herald. I just don't want it to be like, that's all it is. You know what I mean? At least make the Abyss Herald a step below his regular child form. Because then, like, okay, before the master's level, this is when he was regular or whatnot, he just got the powers. And then his child form is when he's already in the Fatui, he's already established and whatnot. And then if you have him make another form later date in the future, we have those three. And the reason I say it's probably going to happen, because Honkai is just like that. They have one character, 5 different forms, different dates and periods and whatnot, and they'll have different types of powers. Whether it's melee or ice and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Child is already 2 in 1. You know, he's ranged and close range with a Hydro. And his third form, which would be dope, has electric powers. So they're already messing with that. So I fell. Ugh, that hurts. They're already messing with how to put those same properties that they have at Honkai in Genshin, just in a different way because it's an entirely different game in terms of its open worldness, the characters, but it uses the same tools like the elements. Like putting the elements together in sync, you do that in, when you're fighting. You do that with Honkai, and it's dope as shit. You know what I mean? So they have the content there to do all these things. We're just gonna have to wait whenever they feel like releasing it, and it sucks because you don't retain a player base that way. You just don't. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying to go ahead and make us happy and, you know, fucking listen to us while we pound our pitchforks and whatever the case. No. Just do things in a timely manner, I guess. Or at least try to. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot going on, and we could only wait and see and hear all these rumors and whatnot, all these characters, and then all like Inazuma, new regions and whatnot. But we all know that's gonna take time. So what are we gonna have in between that time? Implement this. Use this as a big mass party game. Hell, you could even put probably more than 4 people. Put 8 and see what happens. Have big raids, have big boss battles. Like I said, maybe they have all these ideas later down the road. We just gotta wait for them. But like, you're not giving us anything, Mihoyo. Come on, man. Like, you see, this just felt like it's kind of perfect. Like, don't get me wrong, it's basically filler. If you watch anime, this is like a filler type of thing. But it works. So why not implement that into a bigger standard, you know? Make it a standard. I don't know. And as you can see, I'm getting my ass whooped here because, like, she's somewhat underleveled in terms of artifacts, and I so, like, with the lack of content, I so forgot just to level her artifacts up. She could easily be real high. But, like, not wanting to play the game because there's nothing to do in the game, it's just like, this is what happens. And what's gonna happen when you release another character? Probably the same thing. Hopefully they change it within the next couple of months and show us something different. But that's like holding your breath, you know what I mean? Now you can if you want to. I would suggest it. But I don't know. And I like this. No resin. You see, you guys do learn, you guys do listen. No resin involved. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the state of the game right now. Or at least an update on the state of the game right now. And I'm pretty sure there's so many people out there feeling the same way. And if you're not, okay, that's cool. You're content with it. But overall, the consensus is it's not a good game. Like I said, implement Peculiar Wonderland as a party game. Make it the new norm. Change it up, update it, new games, new make leaderboards, change the store. You see what I mean? Have these little things. You can put those things in your own personal like leaderboards. You know, you have this badge for never losing in this minigame or whatnot. You know what I mean? There's just lots of things to do, lots of ideas. I don't know whether or not they're gonna end up doing it. I just hope so because this game is a real good game. I really like this game, and the fact that I still play their other game shows that they have the potential to make this a really long game. I think their other game, Honkai, is on 3 years. You know what I mean? So this could be easily beaten. Like 5 years to keep it. Just because it's open world and they have a lot of things going for it. Whether or not they're going to do it, I don't know. Only time will tell. Well, with that being said, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I really do appreciate y'all watching this video. Do me a favor, if you do play this game or you play any other games I mentioned like Honkai, Call of Duty, Fortnite, my bad. Let me know how you feel about the state of the games and what they could use to put in a game like this. You know, I'm not talking about building houses and shit, but like, you know, something that everyone can play, like these party games. So with that being said, like I always, thank you for watching the video. And you guys did inspire me to make the second part because you did so well with the first part, which is really like unexpected, especially from a literal small nothing YouTuber like myself. As always, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Do me the favor and do the same thing. Drop comments, drop a like, drop a sub, and I'll catch you guys and hopefully a better update of this game. And catch me on the streams. I'm streaming more now. Streaming more on Call of Duty. Ooh, I got something. This is a not part 2. What is when you redo it? Okay, let's put it. This is a redo on a new series, not new series, but a new walkthrough coming out. Because the first time I tried to attempt it, it wasn't good. I did not like it. But I have my hands on it, so I'm actually gonna do more of this when I do the walkthroughs, so look forward to that. And again, let me just say it one more time, I really do appreciate you guys showing me some love on the videos, whether it's just in the form of a review, a like, or a comment. I really do appreciate it, and just keep it up. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.